Welcome to TTales. Here's a compilation of my best short stories. First short story, Flight 719. At 2:17 a.m., a commercial airliner vanished over the North Atlantic. No distress call, no communication, just a blinking marker. And then nothing. When the search team finally found the wreckage, they were baffled. The plane was there, but nothing else, no bodies, no luggage. It was as if the aircraft had taken off without a single soul on board. Then they found the black box, but when they played their recording, they heard nothing. No engine noise, no crew voices, not even the static hum that is always there. Just pure, perfect silence. The kind of silence that shouldn't exist. No one can explain what happened to Flight 719, but the black box recorded exactly 7 seconds more than the flight lasted. Second short story, German Shepherd. In the 1970s, hidden deep in the woods, there was a mental asylum for dogs. Officially, it was a facility for unstable canines. Dogs deemed too depressed, too aggressive, too difficult to control. But every single one admitted was the same breed, German Shepherds. Behind locked doors, there was no rehabilitation, only experiments. Brutal, incomprehensible experiments. They surgically altered their claws, forcing them to grow sideways to study how it affected their movement. Their teeth were softened, made useless, leaving them defenseless. Some had their vocal cords removed so they would never bark again. Others were kept in total darkness for weeks, just to see if their other senses would adapt. No one knows exactly why the government shut it down. Maybe the experiments went too far. Maybe someone powerful got cold feet. But when the facility was emptied, there were no surviving dogs left. Officially, that was the end of it. But to this day, German Shepherds still go missing under strange circumstances. Healthy, well-trained dogs, gone without a trace, and the few who have returned never act the same again. Third short story, Pig's Evolution. In 1986, leaked documents from a hidden German military base revealed a horrific experiment. A team of scientists, obsessed with transcending nature, sought to make pigs walk on 2 legs. 3 generations of pigs were subjected to brutal tests. Drugs, isolation, and strange stimuli. But it wasn't until the 3rd generation that the breakthrough came. The pigs stood upright, walking like humans. But there was a twist. In the final, frantic pages of the report, the scientists revealed their dark secret. It wasn't the tests. It was the human meat we fed them. Only then did they learn. The pigs had been nourished on human flesh, and it transformed them. They didn't just mimic human movements. They gained a disturbing, unsettling intelligence. They began remembering their past lives and grew violent, furious at their captivity. The report ended with a chilling note. We've created something we can never control. They are no longer pigs. The pigs were destroyed, the evidence erased, but the documents remain. And who knows? Some may have survived. Fourth short story, Pill 5R12. It started as a breakthrough in medical engineering. Pill 5R12, a single dose that altered the body's molecular structure, allowing it to adapt to extreme pressure changes. Initially designed for deep-sea exploration, it removed the need for heavy suits or pressurized vessels. 1 pill, 1 hour, and the ocean would no longer crush you. But no one ever came back. The first tests were a success. Subjects descended deeper than any human before, communicating through radio. They described landscapes never seen, coral towers stretching into darkness, impossible ruins, bioluminescent lights moving in patterns that seemed deliberate. Then silence. They were still alive. Their biometrics showed no distress, no lack of oxygen, but they had stopped responding. They had chosen not to return. New divers followed. They spoke excitedly at first. "You won't believe what's down here. It's beautiful. It feels right." Then nothing. Not even static. At first they tried to retrieve them. Submarines, remote drones. Nothing worked. Then they stopped trying. Some speculated it was psychological, sensory deprivation, deep-sea psychosis. Others weren't so sure. Maybe it wasn't just the body that changed. Maybe it was perception. Maybe once you see it, you understand. The project was shut down. The pills were destroyed. But somehow they resurfaced. A few still take them. A few still go down. But they never come back. Fifth short story, Thief. A dark figure moves through the trees, silent as the wind. The farmhouse stands alone, its windows dark. Inside, an old man sleeps, alone, vulnerable. The thief knows about the money. Rumors in town say the old man stuffs his savings under the couch. Easy pickings. He pries open the back door, stepping inside. The house smells of dust and decay. He finds the couch, kneels, reaches underneath. His fingers touch stacks of cash. Then he sees it. A figure slumped in a chair by the fireplace, skin tight against bone, hollow eyes staring into nothing. The old man has been dead for days. The thief freezes. The house suddenly feels smaller, suffocating. A creak upstairs, a gust of wind slams a door. His breath quickens. But money is money. He grabs the cash and bolts. Through the woods, his pulse pounds in his ears. He stops at a clearing, panting. Time to check the haul. He flicks on his flashlight. The bills are old, yellowed, outdated, worthless. Fury rises in his chest. He hurls the money into the rushing river, watching the paper swirl and vanish beneath the water. Days later, the police retrieve the bills downstream. They examine them under bright lights. Vintage currency, long out of circulation, priceless. The kind collectors would kill for. Thanks for listening to these short stories. I hope to see you next week. Take care.